From crushed drink cans to bright silver wire, smaller pieces melt faster and save energy. A toothed shredder chews the bricks into chips. The chips pass through a hot drum that burns off paint and labels. Clean water jets rinse away ash and dust. The chips ride a screen to shake off the last droplets. Chips tip into a gas-fired furnace at about 750 degrees Celsius. The aluminum turns into a bright liquid pool. An operator schemes gray dross from the top, then adds a small dose of alloying metal to hit the right strength. Molten aluminum flows through a casting wheel and comes out as a thick, round rod. Water sprays cool it as it moves. The red-hot rod runs through several roller stands that slim it down to an even wire rod coil ready for drawing. Coils unwind through a mild cleaning bath, then a soapy lubricant. This lets the wire slide smoothly through dies. The wire pulls through a row of hardened dies, each one smaller than the last. With every pass, the diameter gets thinner and shinier. A low-temperature oven softens the wire to the right temper. Operators check springiness and make sure it stays straight on pull. Have you ever stopped to wonder how a simple brush scrubs mud off your favorite jeans? Railcars unload pellets of recycled polypropylene for the handles, while bales of nylon and Tampico fiber wait for bristles. Moisture meters check each batch. Dry pellets and clean fibers mean fewer defects later. Orange hot plastic shoots into a steel mold shaped like a palm-friendly block. 40 seconds later, robotic arms pop out a perfectly formed handle still steaming from its 220 degrees Celsius berth. An air jet cools it, then a conveyor lines it up for drilling. A CNC head punches dozens of 4mm holes in less than 5 seconds. Precise spacing is key for even scrubbing. Another cutter carves a thin anchor groove around each hole. The groove will lock the bristles in place. Watch the sewing machine on steroids. It pulls a U-shaped loop of nylons. Next, a high-speed grinding wheel flags the tips, splitting each strand into tiny microfibers that grab dirt without scratching fabric. A hot stamp machine presses the company logo in silver foil onto the handle. Inspectors flex the bristles 10,000 times. Finish brushes slide into a paper sleeve made from 80% recycled pulp. Huge bins of mixed-grade steel scrap roll in. A powerful magnet lifts the metal and drops it onto a roaring conveyor. Inside the shredder, spinning hammers break the pieces small, while air jets blow away rust and dust. Clean chips travel up to a 1,800 degrees Celsius induction furnace. Melt together. Two dies slam shut with 500 tons of force, flaring one end into the familiar mushroom head that locks against the tractor hitch. Excess flash is trimmed off by a ring cutter in the same stroke. No wasted motion. Onboard lasers measure every cut. Bad readings stop the line instantly. Pins ride through a controlled atmosphere furnace at 880 degrees Celsius, then quench in oil for rock-hard strength. After tempering, they tumble in a zinc bath for corrosion resistance, emerging with a bright silver coat that laughs at rain and mud. A robotic carousel gauges length, hardness, and pull-out force. Anything under spec is binned for recycling back to the melt shop. Approved pins snap into blister trays, slide down a chute, and drop straight into printed boxes, ready for farms worldwide. See Rusty Scrap Steel reborn as mirror-bright tablespoons. Workers tip buckets of bent cutlery. Clean scrap drops into a 1,600 degrees Celsius electric arc furnace. Crackling blue arcs melt the steel into a glowing orange lake. Operators rake dark slag aside, then shovel in nickel and chromium pellets, vital for stain-proof, food-grade stainless steel. Liquid metal pours through a water-cooled mold, solidifying into square billets that slide out glowing cherry red onto a rolling table. Billets pass through a train of heavy rollers, slimming from thick bars to shiny strips barely 2mm thick. Hissing sprays keep them cool between passes. A flywheel press claps 200 times a minute, punching perfect spoon shapes, bowl and handle together from the strip. Hydraulic presses stretch each blank's head into a smooth bowl while the handle stays flat and strong. Rotary knives shave tiny burrs. Simple grooved rollers curl the handle edges so they feel soft and stiffen the grip. Inspectors weigh, flex, and shine each spoon under bright lights. Past pieces drop into velvet-lined trays, ready for dinner tables worldwide. From scrap heat to silver shine. Watch leftover animal bones transform into elegant jacket buttons. Operators feed each bone across a thin circular saw, shaving 5mm thick slabs, perfect thickness for sturdy buttons. A hand-fed fly press stamps neat circles from every slab, spitting out dozens of bone coins with a satisfying clack. Coins slide under twin sandstone wheels that level both faces, keeping each disc a uniform 3mm thick. Discs tumble inside a spinning wooden barrel full of fine gravel. After 10 minutes, the edges emerge large, silky smooth, and fingertip safe. A simple bench drill pierces 2 or 4 neat holes through each disc. A wooden jig keeps fingers clear and spacing perfect. Buttons spin on a leather wheel while a worker brushes water and pumice paste across the surface, raising a gentle satin shine. 4 darker shades. Buttons soak in natural dye, walnut husk or tea, then dry on mesh racks, locking color deep into the grain. A beeswax-charged cotton wheel buffs every button to mirror brightness. Inspectors tap, weigh, and bag them by the hundred for garment makers worldwide. From butcher's leftovers to fashion finish. From raw leather to ready-to-wear sandals. Craftsmen shave the leather edges to half thickness. This keeps seams flat and comfy on the foot. Foot pedal punches add air holes and size marks. A hot brass stamp presses the brand logo near the heel in one crisp hit. Sewing operators guide each upper under a simple lock-stitch machine, joining lining to outer leather with heavy nylon thread. A thin cotton tape is glued along stress points, then uppers slide over a warm metal last where they cool into a smooth foot curve. Foam sheets feed through a slicer that sets final thickness. A rough wire brush scores the bonding surface for better glue grip. Soles enter a manual hydraulic press with a pattern plate. 30 seconds of heat imprint deep, non-slick roofs. Brushes spread rubber cement on both parts. After a 3-minute tack-off, workers align toe first, then press the heel down firmly by hands. Rotary knives shave excess foam. Sandpaper wheels smooth the rim, and a waxed cotton wheel buffs the leather to a warm glow. Care, heat, and a few skilled hands. That's the journey each pair of sandals walks before it walks with you.